What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego back with some more boxing. So this what it's come to, Top Rank? Huh? This what it's come to? In case you guys haven't heard, Ruslan Provodnikov recently made a statement in an interview, and he said there's a good chance he'll face Manny Pacquiao in April of 2014. Now, I know a lot of you guys might be bewildered, possibly confused, because if you remember and you follow the sport, just a few months ago, Ruslan Provodnikov did an interview with Boxing Scene stating he doesn't want to fight Pacquiao. He says they're buddies, they're friends, they're frequent sparring partners, they have the same trainer, and he went as far as saying he would rather retire than to face Pacquiao. Fast forward to the future, he's singing a different tune. This is what Ruslan Provodnikov had to say. The chances are good that we'll meet Pacquiao on April 12th. As you know, I originally did not want to fight with the Filipino because we both are trained under the guidance of Freddie Roach. Then while I was on vacation at a resort, I carefully thought about the situation and I decided that if fate has given me this opportunity, then I need to take it. To refuse to fight with such a great boxer is stupid. I've always wanted to fight with the best and Pacquiao is at the top of the ceiling. I'm confident in myself. There's no doubt that I can have a real fight with him. He goes on to say the most preferred opponent for him is Juan Manuel Marquez. He knows the negotiations are being conducted with Marquez, and if Marquez refuses, then he's going to have to fight Pacquiao. It will be necessary to look for a new coach because if the fight with Pacquiao takes place, then Freddie Roach is, of course, going to side with Manny Pacquiao. Now, this is ridiculous, and it has me flabbergasted. Not that it's not a good fight, but Top Rank is so limited with potential opponents that they have to force a man to find a new trainer just to make a fight. And I told you guys that in the beginning of the year, I made a video about this. Top Rank is running out of options. They were the king of the rematches, and they're running out of potential options, especially for a superstar like Manny Pacquiao. Reason being, Golden Boy has a lot of the talent pool from 140 to about 154. If you look at those three divisions, Golden Boy has all of those fighters. So if Pacquiao was with Golden Boy or could work with them, his possibilities would be endless. He could fight Kell Brook, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Canelo. It goes on and on and on. But with the current situation in the Cold War, it really, really limits Manny Pacquiao and his options for potential opponents. So you can't fight Danny Garcia, Edeslandi Lara, Lucas Matisse. There's just a ton of fighters he can't fight. And given the scope of things, the only people he's left with are rematches or a very select few of other opponents. And some of them don't even make sense, especially from a business perspective and or a justifiable perspective. So, again, it's really going to limit Pacquiao. Let's say they cut off all rematches. If they said, oh, no more rematches in boxing, we're not going to do it. That would eliminate Timothy Bradley, Marquez, Miguel Cotto. Who could Pacquiao fight? Jesse Vargas, who is definitely not a household name, and his style against Pacquiao's style would be questionable in terms of how entertaining would it be. Plus, what has Vargas done since he's left Mayweather Promotions or since he signed with Top Rank that would even warrant a Pacquiao fight? Then you look at Mike Alvarado. At one point, they were talking about Alvarado and Pacquiao, but Alvarado just got the shit beat out of him by Ruslan Provodnikov and lost. So what does that look like, Pacquiao fighting two fighters off losses back to back? Fighting Brandon Rios off a loss to Alvarado, and then fighting Alvarado, who just lost to Ruslan. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. So from a business perspective or a logical perspective, these fights don't make sense. So really, you have two key holders, and those key holders are Timothy Bradley and Marquez. They really hold the cards at this point. And Marquez has been on record saying he doesn't want a fifth fight. He says him and his people, he wants to end on a high note, and he likes the way the chapter was closed, and he has no more unfinished business. He proved he was the better man by knocking Pacquiao out in the fourth fight. And so far, he's stuck pretty true to that. I think Top Rank figured they would be able to lure him out of potential retirement or coax him into fighting Pacquiao, but he's really standing his ground, which really fucks things up for Pacquiao and Top Rank. Because if Marquez is out of the picture, who can Pacquiao fight? Again, Mike Alvarado off a loss, Jesse Vargas, Timothy Bradley, Ruslan Provodnikov. And then you still have to pick a fight that makes sense from a monetary gain and also from a logical perspective where people are going to respect Pacquiao for that win. So barring something crazy like Nonito Donaire or Mikey Garcia moving up 1 million weight classes to face Pacquiao, it's really slim pickings. You also look at Cotto. That was a potential rematch that was going to happen. They both have the same trainer now. They both have fucking Freddie Roach. Plus, Cotto looks like he has bigger fish to fry, and he's trying to get a Sergio Martinez fight, possibly a Canelo fight in the future. So really, Pacquiao doesn't have many people. And his last fight did poor numbers. It did 500,000 pay-per-view buys, which is low. And that was against a Brandon Rios, who I thought had a pretty big fan base. So I thought the fight would be more lucrative than that. So realistically, if Marquez or Bradley don't take the fight, then Pacquiao's probably going to be facing someone like a Ruslan Provodnikov, which is crazy to me that this guy has to uproot trainers just to make a fight happen. And that just lets you know where Top Rank is in terms of their talent pool. They do have some good fighters, but from 140 to 154, it's slim pickings over at Top Rank, which doesn't leave many good viable options for Pacquiao that even makes sense. And like I said, I told you this. I'll put the link in the description. I made a video saying this would be a problem. And now with people like Alvarado taking losses to Ruslan, it eliminates even more people from the potential talks. Like I said, if he was on the other side of the fence, Pacquiao has 1 million options that he could fight. But with Top Rank, very slim. And Mayweather's in a position where he can definitely starve Pacquiao out and Top Rank out. He doesn't have to work with them, and he's still doing record-breaking numbers. So if he doesn't force the fight or if he doesn't make the fight, then Pacquiao's really fucked. He's going to have to fight like Ruslan or a rematch with Bradley. And then what? What is he going to retire? So I don't really know what they're going to do for Pacquiao's career. And I know some of you guys are hearing this news and probably thinking like, yeah, Pacquiao and Ruslan, they're just true warriors, which they are. They are warriors. But this is not motivated by, I just want to fight the best of the best of the best. This is based on necessity. This is happening because there aren't many viable options. This is why this potential fight might happen, not because Pacquiao just wants to prove he's the best to the people, so he wants to go against the hard-hitting Ruslan Provodnikov, vice versa. This is happening out of pure necessity because there aren't many options that Top Rank can sell to the public for Pacquiao. Just like if you guys follow the news, Target recently had a credit card breach. Over 40 million accounts were hacked, and the hackers got a hold of all this sensitive credit card information, running up charges and all kinds of shit. As a result, as a compensation to the customers who were affected or potentially affected, Target, for a couple of days, they offered 10% off to those customers. They didn't offer 10% out of the graciousness of their heart. They didn't say, oh yeah, 10% because we're in the Christmas fucking spirit. It was 10% because we fucked you guys royally by not protecting your credit card information. And that's what we're experiencing with Top Rank. This potential fight, Pacquiao and Ruslan, it's not happening because both fighters just want to prove who's the toughest. This is happening because they don't have many options. So just want to cue you guys in a little bit to the business aspect of it. As far as a fight, this is a great fight. I don't mind a fight, but it's happening for different reasons than you probably think. And like I said, you got Ruslan Provodnikov, who's going to have to find a new trainer just to make the fight happen. So after this fight, whoever Pacquiao fights in April, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do because Pacquiao's still under contract with Top Rank. I really don't see what they're going to do for him. Let's say Pacquiao fights Ruslan and beats him. Then what? Try to force a Bradley or Marquez rematch? And if they don't want to do it, then what? What is he going to do? So, just real crazy at this point. Ruslan Provodnikov versus Pacquiao. Like I said, it's a good fight. I would watch it. Ruslan's definitely shaking things up in 2013. So, I look forward to seeing more from him. Let me know what you guys think of this potential matchup. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next videos, Ego signing off.